So I have given you a thing to smell.
Yeah.
Which is, now what you've missed is the project we're working on, which is a perfume for Arthur's horror podcast.
Oh, yes, good idea.
So this is Aunt Pyrrha's adventurous past, and it represents her time in the 1930s, and she lived in Cannes. And this is combining different cultural influences, because it was very multicultural but extremely upper class. But she was the cook.
Okay.
So
Is a real life person?
Great Aunt Pyrrha, yes.
She's Sarah's aunt. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I
Great
see.
aunt.
Okay.
Yeah. I've made up a
And you're going to do a
very-
horror about her?
No, so
yeah.
there's an episode that's airing on Sunday, although it's probably in the past by the time this video goes out.
Yeah.
It's called The Family Legacy, and Sarah wrote it and narrated
Oh,
it.
wow.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's, if anyone wants to hear it, it's called
Read the
At Your
episode.
Peril.
Yes.
Search At Your Peril in your podcast
Yes.
places.
Read the episode, made the perfume.
Yeah.
Theme
so-
tune,
Yeah, and so
theme
this
tune.
Got
and so
it.
this is a perfume based on that story,
Wonderful.
which we're launching as a collaboration.
Yes. So this is one of the parts I've made of it. So I'm making it in my planet. So get my head around it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is rose
Yeah.
with miti attar.
Yeah, I get that. I thought there might be some sandalwood, but it's... Oh, but
It's the sandalwood, yeah.
Sandalwood in the
Sandalwood with the
the
miti attar. Yeah. So I'm.
That smells more complex than those two, which is nice.
It's got several different rose things in
Okay.
it, but at the moment they're all natural.
It does put me into that chateau that you showed me the picture of.
The place that she used to live is just amazing. But yes, she had to leave in a hurry when Germans invaded France. So it was a long, long time ago, and she was very well travelled and multi everything. Okay, this is another accord from that, which I'll hide it so you can't. You saw it already.
No, I
did you
don't,
see
no.
it? No. I thought
So
that-
these are 3 accords that you're showing us that are going
This
to...
is
Yes.
like something very polished, like some sort of resiny, ambery, bergamot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of bergamot.
but less sweetness than a normal amber.
Yes. This is because this is the chypre accord.
Okay.
Because what it's got in it is the bergamot and oak moss and all the ambery resins
Yes.
and patchouli, but it doesn't have any vanillin in it, so it's
Yeah.
this pushes it chypre and not.
I've always
Amber.
struggled to wrap my head around the DNA of a chypre, but if it is just effectively an amber without sweetness, in many cases.
Yeah, plus oak moss.
Yeah, which is seems very like a small change to make a whole category.
The oak moss is just. It's like
That is
inviting
so
my Uncle Leslie to an event. It just adds importance and interest and
Intrigue.
yeah, wisdom. It adds wisdom.
Yeah, I
Oak
see
moss.
that.
I don't know where oak moss gets its wisdom from. Oak trees probably, but that's what it.
Yugoslavia.
has. Or Portugal, but
You grow in Portugal? Oh, I didn't know.
right, and this. It's not going to be your favourite.
Okay.
But it's got to go in because in the story she makes a grand little iris chypre.
Okay.
So we're having the rose as well, but I'm going to do woods with attar saffron as well.
Nice.
So that's on it.
So she has access to some quite exotic materials in 1930s France, right? And where has she got this miti attar from?
From the Maharaja of Indore,
Okay.
who was a guest at the chateau.
Oh, perfect. Then you've there's no
Oh, I've
continuity
thought it
error.
through.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I've definitely thought it through.
Good.
And the Moroccan stuff came over from the ruler at the time, who was a little bit of a scary man, but apparently he was
As long as
utterly
the story doesn't say she used some Ambrox super or something.
No. Well, I mean, in the story, she was alive till 1997, where she was in real life, but I decided to make it set in up to 1939.
Nice.
Because it is her past.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been working on.
They are really great together.
Yeah, I like it.
Good.
I really like this.
Well,
this is good.
Is this the ratio,
Yeah.
or not quite?
No.
Because I think obviously that I'm too sensitive to the Oris one.
Yeah.
But it's very dusty and nice.
Mm.
Talking of dusty.
What you got?
I've got
What
a
you
dusty
got?
thing.
A little bag of dust.
That's very Philip Pullman.
Yeah, I was going to say. No, this is an acid.
Quick, get your allergy bed sheets out. Philip Pullman's here with his bag of dust. That was a good.
That's
Oh, you don't need much of this. Should have diluted it really. Anyway, let's make 3.
just enjoying.
It's really, really nice, and I'm looking forward to wearing it all the time.
Yeah. What are you going to call it?
It's called Anthera's Adventurous Past.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. It's a good title. Okay.
But there's another one. You're going to be wearing A Flame in My Heart as well, which
Flame in
was
My
called
Heart.
Oh Mamie, but it's become A
Yeah.
Flame in My Heart. So, thank you,
Yeah.
Nelson. Okay.
So what's
It's just a molecule.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
What do you get?
Whoa, that makes me feel really excited.
Really? Why?
I don't know. I smell that and it makes me feel. It gives me like a flutter. It makes me feel very excited.
Okay.
Like I could
Hope it's nothing cardial.
No, it makes me feel like I wanted to go to a playground and swing around on some swings.
Really?
Yeah.
This smells like dusty paper to me.
Oh, I love that.
So it's called Citronellic acid. So it's not citronellol, it's just the acid of it, which is a bit more rare. But it's like
I'm surprised.
it's
It
kind
does.
of slightly rosy, obviously.
It does feel as if you have gone into a corner, opened a box that's been in the attic for a very
Yeah.
long time.
That is.
You know the feeling that it's like a
Great.
kind of almost vinegary sharpness.
Yeah.
To where something's old and it's not, because what people say is old books smell like vanilla. They do, but it's obviously lots of other things as well.
Yeah.
And one of them is things like this, where it's this sharpness.
Maybe that's why I love old books and I love vinegar. I properly love vinegar.
See, I only just recently discovered that I am allergic to dust.
Yes.
Wow.
It took me 60 years to dust.
Yes.
But there was a lot of dust. I was opening boxes of old books.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm allergic to dust.
Including, I found the original thing that I'd written when I went to school and said, at the weekend I made potions because I am a witch and so is my mother. That got us into terrific trouble at school.
Yeah.
Because my mother
Were they still doing witch trials?
Pretty much. In County Durham in the 1960s, yeah.
Wow. My mum once got called into school because I was going around telling everyone that I was made out of metal and born of an egg. She got called into school for that. I was like 7.
People have imagination. Some children have imaginations.
And you've got to
others
get
don't.
over it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, this is a dusty corner, but without actually making me sneeze.
Really, really like
sneeze. Without making me sneeze.
Yes.
Actually, never be sleazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll need some of this, thank you.
I do have...
Next.
Do you have...
Yeah, I like that a lot. It's really
I do have a slightly witchy thing.
Good.
I don't know if I smelled it before. But it's for a New Zealand brand.
Is this quite fleeting, by the way?
I don't know. I haven't fully tested it yet, to be
No.
honest. But it's... I don't see why it would be.
Okay.
It'd be no more. It shouldn't be any more fleeting than citronellol.
Okay.
So here's this.
Thank you.
I don't know when I gave that to you before. It's just in my found it in my bag again.
Wow.
So it's like
Dentist mouthwash.
interesting. No, that's fine. So it's meant to be
Yeah.
kind of witches being burned with herbs.
It is.
So you got some smokiness, but citrusy.
Is this something you've made?
Okay, it's witches being burnt. It's not dentist mouth.
No, but
Has it got
It's got union on it, yeah.
Oh, that is spectacular.
But
I really
was
like
it
that.
because I think of dentist mouthwash as the kind of wintergreen blue liquid where they say right rinse and you spit into that little sink.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, it was clove oil. So it's like
that was the anaesthetic.
It's pink and it. No, I'm not that old.
Oh,
No,
I thought that's what they used as the anaesthetic.
No, they used to use They used to be given clove bud oil to put on. Like,
Yeah, filling.
Temporarily,
Yeah.
but then it was discovered that it rots your gums. So
Oh,
they stopped doing that.
Okay.
But the clove as the mouthwash was it was about that colour, pink.
Yeah.
Also kills fish.
Ah. Well, most essential oils do.
And we don't
work.
tend to keep them in your mouth anyway.
Yeah.
No,
No.
that's true.
Um,
This is really nice.
so
That is,
when,
that
when,
is definitely a witch being burnt at a stake in
when,
a
it, when,
dentist's
the, when
chair.
the brand launches, then I shall come back and reveal it. It's not my brand. But yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And okay, I guess what's next? We don't have a plan, do we?
We were having the Watts and the Harrisons little box of tricks.
Okay.
I think at the moment.
Okay.
So I don't have anything else to.
Oh, but what are these?
Oh, there's a. That's because I was thinking of talking about why we dilute things in ethanol
Oh, that'd be interesting.
As opposed to.
Vodka.
Yeah, but people ask that. Seriously? I guess I said, can you use vodka to make perfume? And
You've got nothing else, and it's a very good vodka. As in, not a very nice vodka. Just you can get some Everclear, I think, in the US.
But that's you're really not supposed to drink that.
No. I don't, as in, you don't drink it. But it's a very
It's a-
uneconomical way of doing it because you're paying the alcohol taxes.
But the Everclear is for house cleaning. It's not. It's not. I think it's actually quite inexpensive.
I think of something else. No, I think Everclear is a spirit for you for drinking.
It's it's a spirit for cleaning the house. That's how anyone can just go and buy it.
There's a high proof drinking alcohol.
Okay.
It might be called Everclear, but it might be called something else.
I think the thing is that you could theoretically drink Everclear, but it wouldn't be a very good idea because it's about twice as strong as the strongest vodka.
Mm-hmm.
But so Everclear doesn't have water in it, so
Well, you can theoretically drink anything.
yeah, it's like how long do you want to live?
Yeah.
But vodka, usually, if you're buying vodka, and it's not an economic way to do it because of the tax, but it's also about 50% water.
Yeah, exactly. So the moment you put in any sort of essential oil or resin, it's going to stick at the bottom.
Or rise to the top. So no,
Go cloudy.
can't use vodka.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's interesting. Why do the why does the water and the alcohol in a spirit? Why do they not separate?
Well, so alcohol dissolves in water,
Is it?
but oils
Yeah.
don't dissolve in water.
yeah.
So
It's
the
like-
oils would dissolve in the alcohol, but then
Yes.
Yeah, but then there's not enough alcohol. I guess there's not enough alcohol. No, there's not enough
sometimes-
alcohol for them to dissolve in.
Sometimes, I mean, I've experimented to see if adding some distilled water might work to, purified water, in order to just to see what happens. And I put a tiny little bit, like fraction of water in, and immediately all the essential oils separated out.
that's so interesting.
So that was it.
I wonder if it depends when you do it. Because much like with cosmetics, when there's different phases, I think you have to add the water to the alcohol before you add the oils to the mixture. That might be it. Because I think when water hits an essential oil blob, whatever, that's when things go wrong. Whereas if the alcohol is already diluted slightly with water, then it should be fine. Because you do see it a lot. You hear about big fragrance houses adding water.
Yes.
Obviously, it's listed on the INCI list, but that's because alcohol contains some water anyway, as in it just absorbs from the air. But you supposedly can add, 5 or 10% more.
That's not normally why it's listed, though. It's normally listed because that just
they add
counts
it?
as alcohol denat. It's listed because it's added,
Okay.
and that's usually for reasons of shipping and flashpoint.
Right. Yeah. So that's
And/or
they make
cost.
it less flammable. Yeah, that's true.
But
Is Perfumer's alcohol 100% alcohol? No, it's 90%. Is
if
it?
you can get it, but it's about 96 usually.
Right.
So little bits we have to have the bit tracks so that if children accidentally spray themselves with
So the
perfume, they
extra,
can't.
so the extra stuff is not necessarily all water. It's other things like Bittrex.
Yes.
Right.
Although I think that
But that's
so basically
just a
whenever you
tiny
have
amount.
alcohol, if you were to isolate pure alcohol, synthesize pure alcohol, within like half an hour it will absorb 2 or 3% of water from the air,
Right.
because it's hygroscopic. But then you can add more to that, obviously. Perfumer's alcohol is a blend, as Sarah says, but there's also the one that you get is more
It's very
fewer
specifically natured
things.
alcohol. Yes.
The ones that most of the viewers will be able to get is Perfumer's alcohol, which has got some other solvents added as well, like IPM or DPG usually, just to make it more of a.
It's to make you sick if you swallow it.
Right. Yeah.
So you can't kill yourself. It makes you throw up if you swallow it. So Perfumer's alcohol that anyone can buy without a license, you can't kill yourself because you can drink it, but it won't stay. Ours, of which we just had 100 litres delivered, that we have to have the licence from the Home Office, and we have to prove that we're really using it for perfume. I cannot sell it on to anybody else. It all has to be used for our perfume, and it doesn't have the emetic in it.
Oh,
so
interesting. I thought it did. Okay.
no,
Yeah.
that's the thing about the licence, because you can drink ours and you kill
And it
yourself.
stays. And you get very drunk.
Yeah, so
Christmas party sorted.
I say can, but it tastes disgusting.
Yeah, it's
it
horrible.
tastes like that stuff.
Well, I mean,
the stuff you put on your
Bitrix
fingernails.
is the thing people put in their fingers to stop them
That's
biting
right,
them.
yeah.
So
That's it.
horrible.
So,
Most bitter substance known to man. and
yeah,
woman.
it's pretty disgusting.
So.
We've all tasted it accidentally here, but the so these, when I dilute these are materials diluted already in ethanol. I put these in our trade specific denatured alcohol because it's good quality and not everyone can get hold of them. So when people buy these from us, I've usually what's what I got? I got Isoe Super at 15, Helvetalide, which is musk, at 10. The cis-3-hexanol is at 5% because that's the cut grass smell, and people tend to smell it and think, "Oh, that's lovely. I'll put loads in." So I make that half the strength, and discourage people from getting carried away because that's one of those ones that'll take over. Got Cedrambra at 10, and then Divana and ethyl vanillin. They're both very different, but they're both at 5% as well. So that these can be used in your perfumes ready, but they're already in ethanol, so they're already usable as perfume.
They're
You
ready
mix
to
them together
mix.
and you've got perfume.
Yeah.
You don't have to add anything
Dilute.
else. But then what I get asked is, when people make more, go, right, so now I've put that together, what do I add to make it the perfume? Go, no, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the perfume. That's it in ethanol. But I think lots of people don't know that perfume contains ethanol.
Really?
That's what we make it with. They don't read the back of the... Okay, not lots of people who will get in touch with you, Harry, probably, but lots of people who get a voucher to come for a workshop.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
He,
Well, yeah. I suppose the only issue, if the maximum thing is at 15%, then your perfume's always going to be less than 15%.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then we've got to be very careful that people make... When they come and visit, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, people make things that that can't do damage.
I think a lot of people do think that it's
'Cause
water.
sometimes they then say to
Wow.
me, "Well, no, I think they think it's sort of
Oil.
100%
Oils.
perfume."
Right.
And they go, right, do we put it in oil now? It's like, no, because there's so much in the press at the moment about.
Well, also you get frag bros saying, "Oh, Aventus has been watered down," as if to imply they've added actual water to this thing to make it weaker.
But no.
No.
But actually, what they've added is CK1.
Oh, dear.
And bacon.
Yeah.
Speaking of bacon,
Sorry.
Yeah, I
No,
know
that
what you're
was a-
referring to. That's
yes.
such a niche joke.
Yes, it is. It is a very.
what's the joke? Oh, don't tell me.
Well, it was the BBC Three comedy programme about being an influencer.
Right.
And this chap said that he was going to make his own fragrance for his because he's a celeb, and it was going to be the smell of was it mud, bacon, and CK1.
They were going to be the notes.
Yeah.
The notes list.
The
One of the
notes
notes
for
was
CK1.
CK1. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is, as you say, very niche joke,
Incredibly.
but perfect, just
Yeah.
absolutely perfect. So yeah, I was thinking, I might sneak Divana into the amber that we were talking about last time.
Yeah, I really like Divana, but I feel like it doesn't always make friends.
No.
It's very
I want to
it's kind of quite dirty to some people.
Peppercorn and rose. I want to put it.
Yes, that's nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
So what do you get from this?
Barbecue crisps.
Yeah. I get you know those you know when you get those packets of toasted corn
Yes.
like
Tasty.
that from the
Very
snack
good.
section of a
Yes.
corner shop.
To me, this is Sunday morning. Bacon's just been cooked a little bit too long.
Yeah.
And it's kind of it's got no fat left. All the fat's been rendered, and it's just very very crispy bacon.
I like
Yeah.
it. Yes, this is my
That's
perfect
how I used to.
bacon.
That's how I used to eat it.
So this is actually called bacon dithiazine,
Right. Oh, good.
and it's it will find. I guarantee that it'll find a way. Find a way to use it.
This is a
Molecule.
a raw material. You
Maybe
don't
for-
half get hold of some of the most
Mainly for
wacky stuff.
flavours, but who knows?
See, what's funny is
Wow.
that people will contact me and say, have you used this, this and this in your fragrances? And there must be obscure things that nobody's ever... And I go to the, have you been buying things from Harris and Shaw? And they go, yeah, how do you know? Like, because nobody else has these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, but then again, there was an interview with Givaudan Perfumer a few years ago where they were going to talk about making a meaty tuberose. I don't think they use this, but they probably just use Gaiac wood. But why not go very realistic and have a tuberose bacon?
Well, I would put the Cocoa Absolute in then, which we were talking about last week, because I find that quite bacon marmite mushroomy.
This is at 1% as well. So really
Wow.
Oh, right. Okay.
Um,
Anything else on there?
Rendered fat is quite a good name for a perfume.
rendered fat.
It's like fat electrician.
Grasse rendrée. Because Grasse, you know, the perfume town in the south of France, it means fat in
Such a weird
English.
way to call a town.
Yes.
Does it?
Yes. Yes. The fatty aldehydes and indeed Grasse. Ooh. This smells like a very successful Ferrari driving Dubai business woman.
Interesting. Okay. So it's meant to be.
It gets better than what I smell it.
It does. It's nice on skin, to be fair.
And I mean that in a good way. I
get that.
I know some, of course, some
do
successful
you
Ferrari
want
driving Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've got it.
Lovely.
So it's mainly an amber,
Yes.
but it's a very dark coffee amber with a burnt toast top note.
Yeah.
Smart.
So it's actually meant to be more towards London than Dubai, but
Yeah, wow. That's really something.
so it's quite
It's gorgeous.
lots of incense as well in the top.
Yes.
But if you do want some
So this is a finished fragrance that you are. You have launched. You are making.
this is
you made
for
it
another
client?
brand, yeah.
Okay.
well, it's getting there. It's still slightly in progress, but I can
I
obviously
keep
reveal.
sending you customers. You know.
No, this is what I've had for a while.
If I'm busy. I just like this. It's good, but I don't know. You can tell me. To
This is
stop.
more of the slightly Arabic feeling.
Oh, okay.
Let me grab you one.
Ooh. I see what you mean. I'm straight down the moles in by the fountains by the. Well, we had a chap to visit this morning.
Yeah, you came from
That's
Uganda.
what. Yes, yes. How far have you come? I say like Britishly. How far have you come? 9,000 kilometres. He says.
I
come
thought you
from
said
Uganda.
Uxbridge. Oh, okay.
He's come from.
Oxbridge sometimes does feel like
He said
9,000
he
kilometres
tried
away.
to find out perfumes somewhere in Swindon. And we said,
Wow,
we really
that's a
don't
long way
have
to go.
Yeah, but he'd come from. But he's been to Dubai to that man who has that shop who mixes up.
I think I've seen the video, and he just mixes fragrance oils,
for
dupe
£20 a
oils.
bottle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so you say, oh, I like CK1 and I like bacon, or I like whatever, and he'll mix together those things.
It's a
and then
great
I think
business model.
Vice or something did like this video about him,
Yeah.
as if to say, look at this magician who's
Yeah.
mixing together all these like who's making a perfect perfume from scratch right in front of your nose. In reality, I think it was very clear that they were pre-made oils that he was just like half and half.
Yeah, and it's like you put any of them
he's
together.
doing
And
Any of them
extraordinarily
together
well.
will
You
smell.
can't blame him. I mean,
Yeah.
I did explain to the man this morning that we can't do that here. It's not legal. But you know, it makes you think. Wait, let's move to Dubai.
why is it not legal?
Well, because unless he'd already done the stability test of all of them together, and they're made to a set formula.
And all the different combinations.
You know, if, for example, Le Labo will make up your bottle of that particular perfume, you must say, yes, I would like your, whatever it is, Santal 33, and they will make it up in front of you, but of the exact formula that's already passed all its tests in the bottle that it's plastic tested.
They just put in the name on it for you.
Yeah, so it's done in front of you and it's very nice. This one is if they say, I want it to smell a bit like this and a bit like this, a bit like that, then that's not to a preset formula and it hasn't already had its IFRA certificate done and that. But then, you know, people love having things made individually for them, and the man's doing extremely well, and he seems like a nice chap.
No, I think so. You're right.
He comes over as a really nice man, which
Yeah.
I think makes a big difference. Which is probably why I brought so many people. Scarlet.
Wait, you can't say that to everything.
That smells very wet.
Interesting.
That's only
What do you mean I can't say it to everyone?
As in, I feel like I don't know whether you actually hate something because you say
Arthur's
I do different tones. Sometimes it's
like
You should have heard him last week. Yes.
you know, just because
So you
you're
like
not
this?
fluent in the
I know,
noises I make is not my
eternal
it's not my job to
lexicon.
my job to educate you. But
See, as soon as it comes this far, it just goes to me, woo, aldehydes, and I don't want to get much closer to it because it's me, just me.
This is the 1%.
Yeah.
This is the floral super.
Yeah.
So I can see why you want to get rid of it.
it smells very wet. I keep I
Really?
feel like I'm plunging my nose into a cold like dish full of water.
I find aldehydes cold and snobby, and there's obviously something in my past that I think
Maybe
was
a grandma who wore one or
Oh
something.
no, my grandmothers didn't have any money. I think this was the next door neighbour when we moved to a place, and we were told.
It's quite animalic.
Yeah, for
I
me
get-
it's kind of crunchy, floral, papery, but dry.
It smells like, and I'm going to say it's wet again, it smells like the saliva note in the Secretions Magnifique.
So that, because I think they used Azura and Orcalone for that,
Yeah.
but then
The saliva
So
note is probably the
I'd
nicest.
say-
it is quite salivary, isn't
This
it?
is a pale coloured fur coat on a slightly drizzly night. So it's cold out there.
I do
It's
get
not
the wet
quite
tweed.
sleet.
Mm.
And
Wow.
it's got so you're on your way. There's
You really, really hate aldehydes, don't you?
Yeah. There must have been
Fur
occasions
coat
in my
on
life.
drizzly night. I cannot think of anything worse.
Oh my god.
There was somebody who's I was at the theatre once in Newcastle. And I kept saying, "What if I couldn't understand how the balcony stayed up in theatres? So what if it falls down?" And my parents go, "Oh, and then a few years later they discovered it was about to fall down. They had to do the whole lot. So, but there was a woman who used to sit in the box at one side and keep her fur coat on all the way through so that everybody in the theatre could see that she had a fur
Yeah.
coat.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Cool.
I got a fur coat on. It was such
Yeah.
shiny.
And she was
mink.
there sweating.
Yeah, bucket loads.
That's it.
And I think it must have. It just reminds me of that.
Go to the theatre to be seen at the theatre.
Yeah.
You need to put it on the intervals. I mean,
Yeah.
the lights are out. Before
I know. Maybe she sneaked it off.
Yeah.
Maybe she wasn't wearing anything under it.
It's the only garment she owned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she got a kick out of it.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Anyway, so floral super.
Yeah.
I struggled to use it. I did use it at 0.01% in this thing that is currently in progress.
Okay.
But show me. I want to smell more of what you've been working on. So
I would have to go and get them because they're not up here. But
Okay, I need to get one for Arthur as well.
okay.
Now I showed a prototype of this last time, but now it's getting closer to being ready and lasts longer as well.
Okay. It smells quite foody.
Interesting.
I'm thinking sort of
Fruit salad.
Fruit
You
salad.
think that? I
Jelly.
don't know,
Jelly.
Tutti frutti jelly.
I'm so not there.
Wait, let me let it dry down a bit.
Mmm. I like it.
No, so after about, you want some properly?
Yeah.
I actually used some Davana in this as well. So it's mainly an incense with Davana and pink pepper and lots of raspberry.
It just reminds me of sort of crinkly things you get on top of tofu.
What?
What? Wow.
What are they? Spring onions?
No, I think they're little extra bits of deep fried something or other.
Okay. Maybe have you still got the bacon in your nose?
No, I don't think so. Just think so.
Now it's on me. The smell of tutti frutti's gone away.
Mm.
I can't describe it anymore.
You get churchiness?
I don't get
I do.
churchiness.
I definitely get the incense.
Mm. So anyway, that one's...
It feels very spacious.
Yeah, it's meant to be celestial, so...
Is this the celestial
Incense.
that you were making? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It does hit the brief.
Mm.
It's very expansive.
But the prototype of it was a few months ago, and actually it was fine, but it didn't last very long. Do you want to smell the original?
Yeah.
I think you smelled it.
So, can you talk about how you made it last longer?
Yeah, so that was actually a tricky thing to do because I wanted to preserve the nice top notes, or the tutti frutti apparently. So, because that's the bit that I like the best, and yet it just, on skin, it just became a bit papery and a bit drab. So the challenge was to try and keep that while making the base more interesting.
Oh yeah.
So if you prefer this, that's fine. Tell me.
No, I prefer the tutti frutti version.
I like the new one.
So if you do, that's fine because I still need to adjust it some more. But anyway, the new one lasts about, I don't know, 3 or 4 times as long. Where's it gone?
Yeah, I prefer the new one.
So the new one, what did I do? I actually added a little tiny bit of vanillin in the base, about 0.5%, and it's not enough to make it too sweet, but it's enough to give it a kind of something going on that lasts longer. I thought about flooding it with musks, especially Velvione, but it gave it this kind of soapiness with the incense that was too weird. But tonalide and glaxolide seemed to be fine. Because I was trying with, I thought I'm going to put some expensive musks in there.
Yeah.
But actually sometimes the expensive musks are more soapy because they smell like musquito especially. Not that it's expensive, but Velvione being a musquito style musk is quite soapy and
I do find that I never object to vintagey, but I do find them they're a little bit more shiny and full of themselves.
The old ones?
Velvione and if I'm adding musks not to stick in the background just to make things last, but to make their presence felt, then they're just they can sort of elbow their way to the front a little bit more than you want them to. And not amplify the effect that you want, but rather they make it all about them. Yeah. That's not make them best.
No, I agree, and it's almost like there's almost like a no man's land with musks. Like a small amount works really well, a big amount works really well, but there's often a space in the middle where it kind of ruins things. That's what I find. You get the same thing with Helione actually.
I'm normally either. If you do want to smell things I'm working on, I probably can get them. So, do we take a slight pause? In which I then disappear.
Where are we?
Well, magically things have appeared.
Like Christmas.
Yes. So this is my basket system, you know, my new system. Yeah. So when I'm working on a project, I allocate it a basket. They sit around the room, so I think they're quite sweet. Actually, I need to allocate Aunt Vera a basket. So, over in the US, I have a client who it's called the Miscellaneous Goods Company.
This is the solid perfume.
Yes, although they've brought out a cologne now as well, and deodorant, but they're the Hobbit themed ones.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh no, this eucalyptus is leaking.
What is?
Eucalyptus, but it's eucalyptus absolute.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay. I was going to let you smell.
Yeah, please.
Okay, this is the concentrate, so it's strong. It went because I make it like this so that they can test it in beeswax.
Thanks.
Mm.
Oh, it's kind of sweet and.
Oh, that smells like something I want to eat.
I don't know what I'm getting.
Actually. I'm getting a chocolate, a very
Okay.
nice chocolate treat.
It's inside of a truffle, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's like it's not a boozy truffle, but it's been near some boozy truffles.
Yeah.
Well, you're emerging from a very large forest into some grasslands, and there are horses.
Oh.
It's part of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I mean, I get that as well. I've got a truffle in my pocket.
Chocolate horses.
There's quite a bit of hay. There's quite a bit of isobutyl in there.
They're all there, yeah.
Leathery, animally, grassy.
It's like the bottom of a Quality Street tin.
And that's so not what's supposed to happen. But that's perfume for you. And
Any orange?
Not deliberately.
It's really nice.
What? Lots of vanilla?
No, actually.
Weird. But that's like your which is one with your orange and patchouli that comes out like Terry's.
Terry's chocolate orange, yes. Patchouli, grapefruit essential oil, and coffee absolute, and so.
Dark chocolate. Yeah, it's surprisingly gourmand. If you said Lord of the Rings forest, I'd say.
So you're kidding me?
Edible, Easter edition.
Maybe I just make so many gourmands I can't tell anymore.
Gravitate towards them.
I'm getting more hay. I'd be interested to know what it would be like diluted.
I should probably just get some ethanol and pour it in there.
Although it'll be different in beeswax, right?
Yeah, which
and
is
I'll
why
have more
I
of a
made
beeswax
it
note.
Made it at that's right. Okay, so that's interesting. Then in that case, I'll go with this, and we'll see what you think, because so hide the labels.
From me or from the viewer?
Everybody.
Okay.
I think no one can see through the baskets.
That's actually X-ray camera. It's like a powdery. It's like love hearts.
Everything's
Oh,
just
okay.
confectionery for you today.
Here's some sugar.
Okay. Well,
No, it doesn't
so
smell like that for me.
Doesn't.
Does it smell at all of cherries?
No.
Oh, I see.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
I see the benzaldehyde now.
But I don't really know what cherries smell like. My only real reference to what cherries smell like is Cherry Who.
Who?
One of Sarah's perfumes.
Oh.
This one, in fact.
Yeah.
Does it smell like that? Because this
It really
is what
does.
it is.
Yeah, it really
So-
does. It really does.
Right.
But lots
I don't
of
really know
oils,
what cherry.
right?
A little.
Okay.
I always put ionines in my cherry.
That's what I'm getting. Alpha iodine. Or beta iodine. Can't tell.
Both.
Both.
Yes.
I see the cherry now.
There
Okay.
is. I actually use bitter almond essential oil, so yes, you can smell benzaldehyde, because that would be most.
Yeah, there's a little bit of see with the bitter almond. I just smell Battenberg. That's the tiniest bit of Battenberg.
But the ionines for me, they make me think of some sort of palm violet style. And there's some sort of musk and something soapy.
There's definitely some sort of musk. because it's me. I wouldn't normally try to make it soapy.
No.
But that's the extra version.
Where did Cherry Who name come from?
I wish I could remember.
I'm just wondering if it's a sort of esoteric reference between you and Arthur.
No.
It came out of a chat.
Okay.
Definitely came out of a chat, but I think it was part of one of the ongoing story of Vera Moss, ethyl maltol, and.
Oh, you said it how I said it now.
I know, because that's when it goes into the story. She's going to be called Ethel, not Ethel.
Fine.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Violet Leaf. And.
What is the other one? Amber.
Oh yes, ambergris.
Yeah.
This
smells more minty.
That's and to the camera, Cherry Who with mint.
Oh.
Yes, it does smell more minty.
I get Murray mints kind of, but like made in a different way.
Again, just sweets.
What? Source of reference. Our brains go straight to the things that we recognise, and Harry goes straight to the tuck shop. Okay, let's see if I can present you with one which doesn't make you smell it. So that's the mint one we actually didn't. I haven't brought out, but this is an exclusive for Korea at the moment.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I've never really thought of mint and cherry together, to be honest.
It's when my brain works. I don't.
No,
I
it's
just
not. It's not. It doesn't. Because someone's asked me today, how do you know when you look at two materials if they don't go together? And can you give me some examples of things that don't go together?
And you'd say cherry and mint.
I know. And I was thinking then. I was actually thinking I can always think of counterexamples. Like. I was thinking, oh, well, I wouldn't really put smoky things and fruit together. And I thought, well, what about Aventus? Or I was thinking, I wouldn't put lemon with vanilla.
Fluffy lemon.
But exactly, and then most things you can think of counterexamples, but I did think of one that doesn't really have a counterexample. That would be something like eucalyptus and vanilla.
I think eucalyptus and everything. That's my problem with eucalyptus.
Or eucalyptus and gourmand doesn't work so well. But basically it just becomes a case by case thing. You can't. There are not universal.
Because if somebody said to us, you can't put that and that together, we'd go scootling down the lab and put them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is more animalic.
I'm a really big fan of this.
Yes.
There's something industrial about it as well.
I'm a really big fan.
Something rubbery or neoprene or.
Yeah. Ferrari tyres.
Yeah.
What is that?
Okay, this is the one that's going off to Barbados for our client. We want it to smell of black sand, a beach.
I really like that.
It's most unusual for me. I mean, it's not normally my sort of thing, but he knew exactly what he wanted. This is the final version.
Nice. And tell me more about the. Oh, there's don't tell me. Well, there was obviously birch tar, but there's something alcoholic.
Yes.
Sulfurline, no.
I think probably yes.
I don't want to say cognac or something.
Yes.
Okay.
I actually put birch tar in it. It's my smokiest vetiver.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
And
Any of the Russian leather stuff?
No.
Okay.
And because I got the brief before I got the Russian leather, but also I've discovered that it's almost impossible to get those Cinnarome things in the US. And this is probably going to be compounded in the US. And I've made all kinds of problems for some people trying to get Tabarome over there.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So I ended up having to ship my Tabarome, because the Tabarome is in the Grasslands one, actually.
Yeah.
I'm a really big fan of that.
Good. So it had to have. It's got this. It got a quince accord. There's loads of things in here. So yes, black sand it is. Where have I done all the accords? Lost them. Here we go.
Okay, maybe it's the fruitiness of the quince that I'm thinking is alcoholic.
Yeah. No, but it also had to have a whiskey and gin accorders as well, because it had to be.
Okay.
So there's a lot occurred, and specifically herbalite.
Ah, okay. That's quite so it's for the heat.
Well, as the client says, wanted herbalite in it.
Oh,
So
that's good.
well, exactly, and then like, can I have more cashmere right? Yes, you can.
That's kind of. Do I get mint as well?
Probably. I can't remember.
Mint and
But
vanilla.
This was my
Moments. I'm joking.
this was my quince accord,
Oh, this is the quince.
because I was doing my
Oh,
It's
it's just some bergamot. in it.
recreation of oh, hang on, did I just dip the bergamot cord instead? No, that was I wish I could remember how.
This smells like someone's added apple to Shalimar. Not in a bad way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What did I make it of? I could go get the book.
I guess my question would be why vanilla in the quince, but
did I put? I would have to go and fetch
That's
it.
right.
So did I don't even remember. A happy life. This is why if somebody kidnapped me and that's me.
yeah,
like
give me your formulas.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Yeah, they'd need to kidnap my book as well.
So, would you like?
Book now.
Yes.
Would you like a leathery mandarin comparing to real ouds, or the caramel material?
Leathery mandarin and caramel material.
Okay.
And then to it.
Well, that's-
why not?
Yeah.
But leathery mandarin is irresistible.
It's probably a bit cleaner than you're expecting.
Okay. I'm not sure I expect anything when you say
Okay.
something like that.
Mmm.
Leathery mandarin.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's more a mandarin-y leather.
Okay.
Yes. I think you're right.
And I'm not sure I would have known if you told
No.
me.
I've got lots of leather.
Mm.
A lot of leather.
At home?
Less mandarin on this. But I don't know if my nose is blown out or not.
That just sounds like he needs to blow his nose. Arthur's a bit snotty.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's it's quite smooth and
And
you
is
don't
this
test it.
is this an
That's
interesting creation
nothing,
of
nothing,
mandarin
nothing
leather?
for
just
nobody at the moment. Just something I did one evening.
All right, I'm sneaking in. I'm sneaking in.
Go. Yeah.
Mm.
Ooh, amorous.
Mm.
It's my driftwood accord.
Oh, the one I just made.
It's incredibly
It's
driftwoody.
part of that's. This is what you just made.
I should clarify,
This-
I compounded
this
it.
is-
I
this
didn't
is-
invent it.
This is part of what you compounded, but it's not all of it.
Okay.
I mean, that is bang on driftwood. That it can't be anything else. It cannot be
I've been-
anything
I've
from
been
the
in
confectionery section.
No,
This
it's not
is
from the
Tom
confectionery
Hanks
section,
waking
yes.
up in Castaway.
Mm.
Is that the one where he meets the mermaid?
I think it's the one where he has a tennis ball.
No, that's
his
Hook.
pet.
Okay.
No, that's
different one.
not Hook. That's Robin Williams. Tom Hanks in Castaways when he is a castaway.
Oh, okay. But there's Tom. Doesn't. What's the one where Daryl Hannah is a mermaid?
No, not Castaway.
Ariel.
No, but was Tom Hanks in that?
I don't know.
You're too young. Okay. Never mind. I've been in pursuit of the scent of driftwood for a very, very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, not that long. Since the driftwood smell that I liked was discontinued, and I thought, let's see if I can make one.
I like it.
But it's proper dry. This is not a sweet in any way.
No, I agree. I would not eat this.
it's not meant to be. There's so many solar fragrances on the market, which is there are people on holiday on cruises getting covered in suntan lotion, and it's not. And this is an actual beach
an
where
actual
you could get windswept and drown.
When you do a beach fragrance, it's always like a British beach.
Yeah.
Very
It's never
usually.
Malaga. It's always
It's never Malaga.
Scarborough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I just did Saltburn. So. Is this for me?
That's just a caramel material, but I think you're
This
right.
is caramel material. Is it?
Fucking
You'll like it
nice.
because it's also got vinegary notes.
I mean, I'm telling you, all I can smell there is balsamic.
Interesting.
I also got what notes?
So it's caramel and vinegar at the same time.
Oh, vinegary notes.
That's balsamic vinegar to me. A really good quality
and
balsamic.
now I smell it and I just get crisps.
Yeah.
You see, just yeah.
I smelt one of the, I didn't just smell, I tasted as well, one of the balsamic vinegars down Borough Market the other week. It was 12-year aged balsamic vinegar. And he just gave it me on a tablespoon.
Really? Have they started doing samples now? Because I know last
Yeah.
week they weren't
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full, you know, he just gave me a spoon of it. I'm just like spooning down this balsamic vinegar. It was absolutely amazing.
Oh.
I was told off recently for not pronouncing correctly the names of the materials.
So people can't write. So this is caramel acetate.
Caramel acetate.
These are sort of subtitle to it.
Subject
Here.
caramel
Yeah.
acetate. Nice.
And that is at 5%. So it's very strong.
Wow.
I now I can't work out
I'd
whether
love
it's
to cook mushrooms in that.
Yeah. Do you know how you cook mushrooms do them best?
Yes.
I think I told you this.
Put a little bit of water
Yes.
in first, yes. Although instead of putting the water in first, I put a bit of balsamic vinegar in first instead of the water.
Lovely. You want to seal them, and then they become,
You seal them and then you add the oil.
and then they can do their Maillard reactions.
Yeah.
This is why next time we do a video we might do a plan.
Yeah, I
I think
mean,
we might do a cooking show. You
we're,
can say.
we're readily approaching. In fact, we might have broken an hour now.
We should probably.
Anything else that's interesting? Yes.
I mean, it's been a very interesting video,
True.
this one.
Something that I can't tell.
Oh,
Is that-
okay.
I
think this one's been
the
a-
vetiver thing.
This one's
I
been a
think
good
it's
one.
always interesting talking to Harrison.
Yes.
So here's the vetiver I want to show Sarah. It's much more cost effective.
Oh yes, the terpenes. So when people make vetiver hot, and it's all smooth and lovely, and this is the leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Ooh, I like leftovers.
Yeah, I
like
like leftovers.
I love leftovers.
Yeah, that's nice.
Just a smoky bit.
Perfect.
And surprisingly long lasting, like you'd think. Obviously, it's not. So after the context, I'll show you vetiver and acetate, which is the cleanest, most expensive bit of vetiver you can get. Probably 20 times the cost of this.
Wow. In the world's smallest bottle.
Well, I don't know because it's a tiny sample, but yeah. So. And you can't always get it straight away, so I'd actually put a bit in your skin, although actually, technically, it's restricted if for a while, it's to about 4% or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But you can if you like. So it takes a second to dry down, but this goes on and on.
Ah, but it feels like it has less character to me. I just always like.
If you join
Okay.
together, you get a more natural vetiver.
Yeah. So there
Yeah,
are people
I
trying to
prefer
sell me the pure, hot all the time, and I'm like, give me this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I prefer the smoky one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is so bonfire night.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I just find that. Oh,
Cut. Oh, I thought you were.
No.
I thought you would like go back
We have
to
one more order
clapboard.
of business to do before we.
this is it.
Oh,
Whoa! What is that?
that's not diluted.
No, it's not diluted.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, we finished on an absolute banger there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that, when I was talking about the grasslands thing.
What is that?
Okay, this is the very core of the leathery, horsey, just coming out from the forest into the plains.
There's no truffles here.
That's the absolute heart of it before I've added anything to it to make it smell a little bit more like a fragrance. shouldn't really put it on your skin 100%, Arthur.
No, we don't. I'm not on
I shouldn't
camera.
really have told anybody that Arthur was putting it on his skin 100%. You know,
I'm not on camera.
He's doing it as an aromatherapy.
Don't try this at home.
no.
Wow, that is powerful.
So this is the essence of Lord of the Rings goodies on their way to.
Too right.
So
I
I'm
feel
trying to get my
like I
head
could
around
definitely track across Middle Earth with that. That is just like that. Actually, is done a similar thing to that first material that you showed us, Harry.
it. Which one was that?
To me, the one that made me feel very excited.
Oh, the citronellic acid. Yeah.
It sort of feels like
It
makes you want to stand up.
Yes, I was just thinking that I was thinking of my shopping list of
Oh, I see.
everything I
Yeah.
I snapped today that
that
Harrison
should
bought.
definitely be on
So
the
did you
shopping
put
list.
what's the main animal part of this? Because I can't get my head around it.
My main animal part is probably plain straight isobutyl quinolin,
Oh, I also get civet in this.
but cumin.
Oh.
They like cumin in it. Plus, so I think it smells of cumin now. But then it's the hay.
So there's hay in
for
this as
horses.
well.
There's hay in this as well. And I put cashmere on in pretty much everything these days. And there's my Aurelione, because I find that, for reasons. Because reasons is my new favourite phrase.
Because
I
reasons.
got it from young people. Because reasons. I think it's so marvellous. And
Goodbye, everybody.
yeah.
Bye.